What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So if you guys haven't heard by now, Skip Bayless is out of there, bruh. For this one here, we got to go all the way to Undisputed. Let's get it. Let's go. This has sent shockwaves throughout the sports media world ever since New York Post released an article late last night stating that Skip Bayless will no longer be on Undisputed. This has left a gaping hole in the entire show and have everybody guessing what is the real situation here. Now, a lot of people is going to be on record stating that FS1 is claiming that Skip Bayless is going to be retiring. I'm hearing that Skip Bayless got fired. Now, we know that Skip Bayless has been going through ups and downs ever since this right here rolled the footage.
There's been a lot of speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation or conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this. In watching that game on Monday night, what happened to Damar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear, but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So it struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead, let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back, Skip.
Well, I thought,
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up
No,
this.
I was just going to say, Skip, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where Damar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanations, so clearly somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
That was the situation Skip and Shannon had in January of 2023. That exact situation was triggered over Skip Bayless' tweet. This is what Skip Bayless tweeted out. Skip Bayless stated, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season? A game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems irrelevant." Now, Skip Bayless was referring to the Hamlin situation that took place when that young man passed out on the field and he was left unconscious. Shannon Sharpe didn't show up for work the next day because he was outraged, and I believe Shannon Sharpe knew right then and there that was it for him. He was getting the hell away from Skip Bayless, and that's exactly what he did. Now, that wasn't the first on-air altercation between Shannon and Skip. They had a previous altercation over a Tom Brady debate, and Skip went clearly off the ringer. Let's roll the footage.
That's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
Skip, I did what I did.
I never said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got three Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than you.
Better.
Skip, what did I got to see what you do? You take personal shots.
No, I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out. You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Can I finish? You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because
Go ahead.
you disrespect him. It's just so. You know what? It's beneath your dignity.
You would disrespect me to support him.
No, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player who ever played your game, and it's by far.
Have at it.
Okay?
And that was Shannon and Skip heated debate over Tom Brady. Now, with the news breaking on Skip Bayless being up out of there, because it is being reported that Skip Bayless leaving Undisputed in FS1 FS1 bombshell. It is the end of an era for FS1. Skip Bayless is leaving his role as co-host of Undisputed after 8 long years. The New York Post has learned his final show will be later this summer. It is the second consecutive summer that one of the pillars of the program has departed, as Shannon Sharpe left following the NBA Finals last year. The new formation of the show, which featured a rotating group of panelists with Bayless, including Keyshawn Johnson, who is just about on every day, Michael Irvin, Richard Sherman, Rachel Nichols, and Paul Pierce, did not capture audience as successful as Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe did, debating one-on-one for the previous 7 years. Now, Shannon Sharpe arguably led this show into the stratosphere. Look at the amount of success that Shannon Sharpe has had since he has departed the show. Skip Bayless been on a decline ever since Shannon left. It was going to be an uphill climb, as Shannon Sharpe was arguably as compelling a debater for Bayless as Stephen A. Smith had been on First Take during his time at ESPN, which ESPN did say something today, and we're going to get into that. The show took a couple months off last summer following Shannon Sharpe's departure and never regained momentum. It is expected that the show will continue without Skip Bayless being on the panel. Former Post columnist Andrew reported in 2021 that Skip Bayless signed a 4-year deal worth about $32 million. Now, Skip Bayless has not commented on this whole departure situation. He's been close-lipped with it. The show did air today, and ESPN look like they is closing the door on Skip Bayless too, because it's being reported that Skip Bayless' chances of returning to ESPN revealed as network breaks its silence on FS1 departure. Skip Bayless, a prominent figure in sports media, is preparing to leave FS1. Ratings has shown that the show is not looking like what it had when Shannon Sharpe was on the panel. About his next move has been unknown, but it appears a return to ESPN is unlikely based on recent statements from the network. Bayless, well known for his tenure at ESPN, transitioned from being an award-winning columnist from major newspapers like the Dallas Morning News, Los Angeles Times, and the Chicago Tribune to a national figure through ESPN. His profile soared. Co-hosted First Take starting in 2007 and later partnered with Stephen A. Smith in 2012, creating a dynamic, popular duo. Now, ESPN did release a statement, and they stated that we're set with the current rotation on First Take and wish Skip the best on his future endeavors, an ESPN spokesman told Front Office Sports. So by the way it's looking, judging off what ESPN had to say, looking back at everything that transpired on FS1, Skip Bayless might finna be returned, bruh, because I don't believe he's going to get a job anytime soon. He's been poking jabs at athletes for over 30 years. His newest victim is none other than WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark. He's been tweeting out negative stuff about her every single game, and it's clear he do not like Caitlin Clark. Now, Paul Pierce joining the show, I felt as if Paul Pierce was bringing that kind of Shannon Sharpe vibe back to the show, keeping it real authentic. Well, it looked like ratings is showing because they keep falling below 50,000 views ever since Shannon has departed the show. Now, some days they have great takes, like when they speak about controversial issues dealing with like Bronny, Caitlin, and all of the other hot topics that's going on in sports. The way it's looking, their YouTube channel do better than the actual show do. This is crazy on so many levels. Now, I found this pretty interesting. Draymond Green had said something about Skip Bayless about a month ago, dog. And it's crazy because I feel as if he might have predicted all of this. Let's roll the footage.
By Skip Bayless, since Shannon left him, and he comes out and says he'll have me eating out of the palm of his hands. I am not coming on your show, Skip. I'm going to keep skipping past you just like everybody else skipped on you, because that show is dead. No one wants to hear you talk anymore. In the words of Richard Sherman, I am better than you. I'm better than you at life. I am just better than you. Skip and skip. That's a wrap from this episode of the Draymond Green Show. Skip, you ain't never had one of these. One of these. Or any of these. Let's see. What's that? That's our NBA second team. Oh. What's that? All NBA defensive first team. Yeah, Skip. We don't respect you. You need more people. It's a wrap.
Get down in the comment section right now. Let me know you guys' thoughts about Skip Bayless. And as more news come out about this story, I will keep tracking it. I tracked it when Shannon left, and we definitely finna see what's finna happen with Skip Bayless. I believe Skip Bayless gonna end up on YouTube like everybody else, man. We all just on this tube, dog. But like I said, keep them bills on because you know I'm gonna bring you the news. And until next time, dog, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out. Shake the haters.